Marsha Boswell with Kansas Wheat, and I am live in the combine with Clay Schemm. We are in Logan County, Kansas, which is on the western third of the state, about central part between north and south. And we are cutting a field of the variety Denali. So Clay, can you tell us a little bit about the operation that we're working on, about this field, and about kind of your activity within the family farm?
Obviously, like you said, family farm. Technically, I guess a lot of people might call it a factory farm, just with the incorporated logo that's on the end of it. But it is a family farm. The family runs it. Got the whole family out today running, and this is one of our fields that ended up dry enough that we could run it today. It can produce pretty good wheat when it gets the right rain, right conditions during the important part of the growing stage. But so far, it's not horrible. We've been harvesting some better stuff farther west.
How does this compare to last year's crop in this area?
I would say this field actually would probably be about average for the crop in this area last year. Last year was a little bit drier. I actually didn't get to take part in it. I had other things I had to take care of, but from what I heard, it was not as good of a crop last year as it was this year.
Okay, so what other things you mentioned? So do you farm full-time with your mom and dad, or what else are you doing?
I'm actually going to school right now at Kansas State University, getting a degree there in agricultural engineering. I figured I want to stick in the agricultural side of things, and going to figure out if the engineering part of it is that, or to come back to the family farm. It'd be one of those two.
Okay, so you're only able to come back and help on the farm during vacations from school or breaks. Are you usually here during most of wheat harvest?
Yep, wheat harvest I'm able to be here for all of it during the summer. During the school year it's a long enough trek to get back out here that it can be difficult to make it back, especially when summer tends to be your higher workload time, and as well as spring.
So you guys grow other crops besides wheat?
Yeah, we also grow corn and milo. This year we actually have a lot more planted in the corn and milo than we do wheat.
Okay, and so you're able to come back and help with fall harvest when you get a break from school once in a while?
Yep, whenever I can get a break, I try to help out as much as I can.
Okay, so what is your favorite part about coming back in the summer and helping with wheat harvest?
I think honestly my favorite part is it's something that I've grown up with. You learn how to work a lot from it. You learn that a 15-hour day like we just ran yesterday is not uncommon. You definitely get to appreciate all the work that goes into harvesting a crop.
So why do you work a 15-hour day?
Just with severe thunderstorm weather that we have in Kansas, about the same time the harvest is coming along, we're wanting to harvest it with our red combine before the big white combine.
Which is hail, right?
Hail, yep.
So you're just trying to get the crop in before too many storms come and take out the crop. I know farther south today we saw a lot of wheat laying down that maybe did get affected a bit by some storms last night, but did you guys get some rain last night as well?
We did get some rain last night. It was enough to slow us down today. We didn't get started until a little bit later, but we've actually gotten lucky. We're spread out enough that there's usually something dry that we can be harvesting. Some guys have been getting rain essentially in all their fields, and just right as soon as the wheat's ready to cut, they're getting rained out.
So about how many days does wheat harvest last for your family from beginning to end?
I'd say total days would probably be about 14, including rain. It also depends on the year. We've had some years where just with rain and how many acres we had, it stretched out to about 21 days.
So it looks like you guys are possibly expecting a little bit more rain this weekend. If it didn't rain, how many days would you have left?
I would say after today, we'd probably have about a week left.
Okay. And it does look like we can kind of see out there the wheat blowing in the wind a little bit. It is pretty windy out today, and that's probably aided in being able to get into this field a little bit sooner. Also, I think the high temperature today is in the mid to upper 90s, so that will definitely dry things out. How do you guys make decisions about what varieties you want to plant? Is that something that the whole operation is involved in, or?
That would be more of my dad. He gets a little bit more hands-on experience, gets to see the varieties firsthand, but a lot of it is we take a look at what conditions we have and what we're wanting for our variety. Do we want a tight head? Do we want it to be a little bit looser for easier threshing? I'm not sure which decisions my dad makes, but I like the taller varieties. Makes for a little bit more fun harvesting. But we also take a look at how it ends up performing. We had a field south of here that we ran 2 different varieties on it, and there is, from what we could see, there's a definite difference in the quality and yield of the wheat from each half of the field that the different varieties had. So we kind of tend to choose the varieties that have performed well, and if a new one comes out that tends to have qualities that we've seen work well, we'll pick up on that one too.
So do you usually plant more than one variety each year?
That'd be more of a question for my dad.
Okay.
I know that we have been planting different varieties. A couple of years we ran Tam 111, we had some Hatcher down south, and he said the variety on this field, but he tends to be the one that gets to make a lot more decisions on it. He's around year round and can see what we're needing.
It's probably hard for you when you're trying to be a full-time student and help on the farm.
There's definitely a groove that you start to fall back into when you come back.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Clay, for joining us and for helping us or letting us ride in the combine with you while we start cutting some wheat over there. We can see the other combine that's running in the field, and that one is the one that Lisa and Jordan are riding in right now. So thanks again for joining us, and thank you everyone for riding along with us.